Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder explains how he knew Tyson Fury was going to back out of the rematch and says he turned down a 50-50 split. Stay tuned.
It's no secret that Joshua did not want this fight. And he didn't want it for a reason, because Deontay Wilder is the most fiercest puncher in boxing history, in heavyweight division history. And I saw that tonight, I felt it. No wonder AJ didn't want no part of that right hand. He can't move like me, he'd have been nailed.
My thing is, I don't like with the U.S. media that we have here, because they don't want to ask the hard questions. And we had a couple of guys that were there to ask the hard questions, and I thank them for that, because nobody wants to ask the hard questions. Everybody want to be friendly, and try to get in and get the viewers. But ask the questions. I mean, you'll be more respectful as a journalist, as new media, if you ask the fucking questions. As new media.
What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Now, there's been a lot going on in the heavyweight division. One of the news, unfortunately, is Tyson Fury. He's signed to ESPN for, 5 fights. They're saying, I don't know how much money he's getting because there's conflicting information out. However, this normally would be good news. Okay, a fighter gets a big deal, but not in this situation, because this big deal created this gaping hole, a gap in what everyone thought was pretty much a fight that was close to the finish line. And it created separation. Now you hear Tyson Fury doing several interviews, and he's almost talking brand new. He sounds like a different man. Like, oh, I'll fight whoever they put in front of me. It doesn't matter. Everybody deserves a shot. It is what it is. Like, he doesn't really care if people are upset. He went after the money. Now, Deontay Wilder, he appeared on a radio show, Randy and Jerry's Serious Show, and he talked about the fallout, basically. And I want to read some direct quotes. This is what Deontay Wilder says. We knew Tyson Fury wasn't going to take this fight. We get to a certain point in time when they were stalling about signing the contract that was already set a week ago. When he was stalling from signing that, we knew something was wrong. We knew it was the problem where either Tyson Fury's promoter, Frank Warren, he wasn't answering the phone. It wasn't no reason for him not to answer. We knew something was up. Fury had his face in the contract for a week to get a rematch on. That was a 50-50 deal, so nothing was wrong with the contract, that everything was good. But Fury did not want to fight me. Fury signed the ESPN deal to run away from me. You can't go nowhere. Where he gonna go? He's not a champion. He didn't win the fight. I'm the champion of America. And all these guys getting deals is based off of the potential of fighting me. If I don't get Tyson Fury again, I say fuck him then. If you don't want to fight, I got to fight someone else. If I keep this attitude up, ESPN is going to be very hurt. Because Fury is a boring fighter. Only good thing he got is his mouth. The only reason people laugh is because they laugh at him and not with him, because he has a British accent coming over here in this country. That's it. Other than that, he's a very, very boring fighter. People will not deal with it, especially not over here in America. He also goes on to say that, a Dominic Brazil mandatory is probably likely. Tyson Fury really fucked shit up. Let's just keep it a buck. He really messed things up, because at the end of the day, there was a lot that could have happened. And his one single move affected so much. We already knew Anthony Joshua was fighting Gerald Big Baby Miller. That was already in stone. As a result, Dillian White didn't get an opportunity at Anthony Joshua. So the WBC thought that Wilder was fighting Fury again. They even ordered the fight, which Tyson Fury backed out of. And Dillian White thought he was going to get an opportunity at fighting Dominic Breazeale for the mandatory slot. Now he doesn't have that opportunity, So Tyson Fury being pulled from Deontay Wilder created this chain reaction, if you will. And now Dominic Breazeale will likely fight Deontay Wilder. And I don't want to hear anyone complaining about that, because we know for obvious reasons why that fight would happen now. You can't be mad at you can't be mad at Deontay Wilder for fighting his mandatory, because realistically, if you wanted him to fight Dillian White, then Dillian White was ordered to fight Dominic Breazeale, and then the winner would definitely be the number one person, because they both have had number one slots with the WBC. It's weird, the WBC kind of has two people that are claiming number one. So if it hadn't been for Tyson Fury, then that would have been the judgment day to determine who Wilder's mandatory is. So no, you can't fault Dominic Breazeale, who has a personal grudge and vendetta. It's a big paycheck and a chance at another title, because he came up short to Anthony Joshua. You can't hold a grudge against him for taking the rematch, and you can't hold a grudge against Wilder, because again, if you wanted a different fight, then AJ should have stepped up last year, and Tyson Fury should have stepped up this year. Wilder already fought Luis Ortiz and knocked him out, and it is what it is. Like I said, Dominic Breazeale was in talks. Dominic Breazeale said this on Premier Boxing Champions. They had an episode with Gervonta where he hit the punching machine, and it scored higher than Dominic Breazeale and Wilder's number. And Dominic Breazeale said he's in talks with, after the WBC ordered it, he was in talks with Dillian White. But obviously, it doesn't make sense to fight in an eliminator if you can go straight to the money. You go straight to a title shot without fighting someone. I mean, who's going to do that? Who's going to say no? Even though I have an opportunity now, because Wilder's freed up, I have an opportunity to get ready and have a title fight, but I'm going to fight in an eliminator that would get me a title fight. I mean, that doesn't make sense. That's just an unnecessary risk. You can say whatever you want, but that really doesn't make sense to fight in the eliminator bout when you can already advance. That's like, the NFL, like when a team has a bye week, it don't make sense to play a game if the team can rest because of they worked for a bye week. So yeah, man, Tyson Fury, he just really jacked things up with this move. I mean, it's good that he's able to take care of his family, and ESPN's getting a lot of money. But I said what Wilder's saying too, in the sense of Tyson Fury, he needs an adequate dance partner and a person with a certain skill set to even attract viewers for ESPN. Other than that, ESPN, if they don't put him in with the right fights, then they put a real good boxer in who's herky-jerky and who's awkward, but he's not going to be in scintillating fights unless the person has the right stylistic DNA and makeup to make it interesting and push it in that way. So, that's crazy. And then to find out from Wilder that he got offered 50-50, I mean, there's nothing you can say, and there's no other place to put the blame other than Tyson Fury. It is what it is. You got to also look at the situation. Obviously I understand money, but if Tyson Fury, he didn't do himself any favors, because if that's the motive, then that goes against everything that he said he was about in recent interviews. He said, I'm the gypsy warrior, I'm the gypsy king, and I don't care about money, and I'm going to donate my whole purse to charity, stuff like that. So now people are trying to justify Tyson Fury making a financial decision when he said, personally, he said it. I didn't tell him to say that, but he personally said that's not what he's in it for. He's fighting for legacy, and so his name could be etched in history books with Muhammad Ali and different things like that. But that's not how you get your name in the history books, by not fighting a pertinent rematch, an immediate rematch when the world is like craving it and thinking it was going to happen, and it could have and should have happened. And also, it shows you doubts. He keeps saying he won, but if he really felt he won, why would you enter a new deal that you know is going to create complications? You know, why don't you take the ESPN money after? If you know you're going to beat him and you already beat him. So I think that power shot, you know, that 12th round was a real like eye opener for Tyson Fury, that nothing's promised and nothing's given. So he decided to, it's really like cop a plea, you know, start working with the laws, start working with authorities. You know, he copped a plea and said, you know, fuck that. Let me just, while I have all my faculties and, you know, some people think I won the fight, let me just take that moral victory and the money. That's what it really sounds like, you know. So this is the decision he made, and it created a ripple in the pond. But 50-50, I mean, what would you still be like if you, I don't know. I just don't understand why you would have any doubts. You already say you beat him. You said you beat him easy and he's a bum and a dosser and all this stuff. But at the same time, you don't want to rematch him for 50-50. Like, what more do you want? And like I said, Tyson Fury's just talking different. Now he's talking about AJ and Wilder have to come to me. Like, it sounds delusional. You're saying Wilder and AJ, two guys with belts or a belt, have to come to you just because you're a network? ESPN is a big network, but that doesn't mean you're automatically the ace. See, I don't know what they told him in those meetings, you know, but ESPN or whoever really gassed him. You don't get to just sign that. Like, Canelo is not just like the A side in boxing just because he signed to DAZN and they offered him money. He was already the big, you know, the big kahuna and the big star, irregardless of if he went to Showtime, if he went to DAZN, if he went to ESPN, he was still who he is. Tyson Fury all of a sudden is acting brand new, like he's, you know, Mr. Untouchable and everyone got to travel. What does anyone have to go to ESPN for? Because they have money? You know, you have no belt and you didn't win the fight. So that doesn't even make sense. Like I said, you don't just team up with a big broadcaster in the States, probably fight guys that no one's checking for, and then now all of a sudden people are going to be chasing you down. In terms of champions, they're going to be chasing you down. I don't think that's quite how it works, you know. So now he might get froze out. What they were trying to do to AJ, they might try to do it to Tyson Fury now, you know. And now Wilder might fight Dominic Brazil if he gets past him, then target AJ. So we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Until next video is Ego signing off.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.